All right, so now we're talking about what to do when the ball goes out of bounds. So you'll see on the top and bottom, which is the sides of the fields, I kind of highlighted in yellow. So on the sides of the fields, if the ball goes out of bounds, this results in a throw in. All right, so let's say that the red team kicks the ball out of bounds right here. It would be blue ball right there. And so blue would have a throw in right there. And there's a whole separate video explaining the rules behind a throw in. So you just reward the ball to the other team. As far as whoever touched the ball last, reward the ball to the other team. They should have a throw in from the spot the ball went out of bounds at, or at least closest to that as reasonable. And so again, blue kicks the ball out of bounds over, and the ball goes out of bounds over here. Red team has a throw in from that spot. So anywhere on the sides of the field where the ball goes out of bounds, you give a throw in. And the last team that touched the ball goes to the other team. Pretty straightforward. Well, then what about the other two? What if the ball goes out of bounds where these red boxes are? Those see that are the two ends of the field. And so that depends on whether the ball went out on the defensive end or on the defensive team or the offensive team. So again, I have my red and my red and blue arrows showing which direction the teams are going. So let's say that red kicks the ball out of bounds this way, and they're on defense. So they kick the ball out of bounds here on their own defensive side. Blue would then be awarded a corner kick. All right. And you would reward it to the corner closest to where the ball went out of bounds. So, for instance, if the ball went out of bounds, move the box, goes out of bounds over on this side, then blue would be awarded a corner on this end. Okay. Because blue is on their offense, they get the ball on their offensive side. That's only if the ball is going out of bounds on this end line. The ball's on the side, it's a throw in. Well, let's switch. Still keep it on this end. What if the ball went out of bounds on the blue team? The blue team, if the blue team kicked the ball out of bounds, they're on their offensive side of the field. The ball went out of bounds on the blue team. Red team is awarded a goal kick. We'll talk about that in a second as far as where exactly the ball goes, but they would get a goal kick going back towards the blue team. Okay. If I go to the other end, works the same way. So let's say red team has the ball down here. Red team is moving this way, so red team is on offense. If the ball goes out of bounds on red team, then blue, which is on defense, gets a goal kick. However, if the ball goes out of bounds on blue, so blue kicks the ball out of bounds on this line, then red team gets a corner. And so if the ball goes out of bounds on this side of the goal, then red gets a corner at this corner. If the ball were to go out of bounds over here somewhere, then red would get a corner kick at this corner. We'll look at specific rules about corner kicks and goal kicks. All right, so goal kicks, looking at specifics. For this example, we're going to say that the blue team kicked the ball out of bounds as they're moving towards the left. So the blue team was on their offensive half of the field. They kicked the ball out of bounds on the end. Red team gets a goal kick. So the ball needs to be placed anywhere inside of this smaller box. This is the goal box. Not so we have the big penalty box, and then the smaller rectangle right in front of the goal is the goalie box. The ball can be placed anywhere in the goalie box, or it can be placed on the line of the goalie box, but it cannot be placed outside of that. So it can be placed anywhere inside or on the line of the goalie box. That's perfectly okay. And then red team then will kick the ball or into their team. The goalie is typically the one who takes goal kicks, but the goalie does not have to be the one to take goal kicks. For example, if you have a player with a really strong leg that you want to bring back and have them kick the ball and just boot it down the field, that's perfectly okay. It doesn't matter which player on the defense, or sorry, on the red team actually takes the goal kick. Any player on that team can, just as long as the ball is placed inside or on the goalie line. Now, as a referee, whenever you award a goal kick, say in this case we're awarding a goal kick to the red team, you should immediately push the other team back. So I should be, as a referee, I should be telling blue team to get back past midfield. All right. So push the blue team past midfield. We do this because we've noticed a lot of goals come from people just kind of sneaking up and picking off a kick, kicking it in, especially since a lot of times the goalies aren't typically the absolute strongest, and we can have one player just dominate a game that way. So push the team back past midfield. They can be right up against midfield, that's fine, just as long as they're on the other side of midfield. As soon as red team kicks the ball, blue team is free to come in and get the ball, but push blue team past midfield. Now, to red team, the blue team can attack the ball as soon as the person kicks it. Now, as the referee is backing them up, red can kick the ball anytime they want. However, if the goalie kicks the ball and the blue team is only backed up this far, as soon as he kicks the ball, the blue team can attack the ball, even though they haven't backed up the midfield. So coaches should tell their goalie, unless they're trying to just quickly get the ball in play and move the ball on the field, to wait for the referee to back the defense up past midfield before putting the ball in play if they want the defense to be pushed back before putting the ball in play. Okay. All right. So our other case is, again, arrows still apply. So we're in this leftmost line. I was zoomed in a lot on a portion of the field. That leftmost line's the end. So red team kicked the ball out of bounds on their end. So blue team is awarded a corner kick. I'm switching colors for my ball so it stands out against the white line. So here's the yellow soccer ball. In the corner, we have this arc painted on the field. They can place the ball anywhere inside or on that white arc. So they can place it on the white arc or anywhere inside of that arc. They cannot place it outside the arc, similar to how we do goal kicks. All right. So in this case, blue team would have the ball. They're kicking the ball in to their teammates. Blue team, so I'll put another blue player up here. Blue is welcome to bring a player as close as they want. So the blue player can pass the ball just a foot or two to their teammate and then put the ball in play that way if they want to, or they can send their players long and try to do a long pass. It's up to them. However, the defense cannot come up to the ball. They must stay 7 yards back. So I don't have a really good way of writing that on here right now, but they should maintain 7 yards. All right, put that on there. Actually, I might be able to do it this way. So yeah, 7 yards back. Defense must be 7 yards back on our corner kicks. Okay. All right, I think that's all our rules there. Again, if there's a question or a specific case I didn't address or you think I made a mistake, please let me know so I can fix this. Thank you.